it's the Virgos. We're back.
It's late night.
So we got a great topic today. Well, we have an interesting topic today.
Yeah.
One of our followers posed the question. The only way to comfort your man. Um,
Is to follow his
Wait, the
lead.
only way to comfort your man is to follow his lead. True or false? So what do y'all think? We're gonna tell you what we think, and let's get it started. So I'll go first.
Hmm.
I have an issue with the word only. The only way to comfort your man is to follow his lead. My first issue is with the word only
Hmm.
because for all the reasons.
Mm.
So it diminishes every other thing that you put forth in your relationship. Number one. Number two, you have to assess who your man is. If your man is a leader, sure, follow his lead. If your man doesn't make good decisions, fuck no, don't follow his lead. And you need to question how you want to proceed in a relationship with a person who does not make good decisions. Um, Not saying, because everybody ain't a leader. Like just because they're a man doesn't make them a leader. I'm not just
Hmm.
arbitrarily following a man just because he's a man and should be the leader. If he's a leader and displays leadership qualities, absolutely I'm following him because I want to live my soft life. I don't want to do shit. I don't want to do the leading. I don't. I want to be able to trust that my man is making good decisions for us as a couple, as a unit. I want to trust that my man is resourceful, that his decision making is going to lead us um down the right path. I want to trust and know that whatever decisions that my man is making are the right decisions for us. I need to know this.
Hmm.
But if the person that I'm with has not displayed these qualities, I'm not just going to arbitrarily lead him because I'm the woman and he's the man. He has to display for me leadership qualities. If not, then we're gonna do this shit together. We're gonna make these decisions together for the good of the whole. But I wholly disagree with the fact that by me simply following his lead is what gives him comfort. My peace gives him comfort. This I'm speaking
There you go.
personally. My peace gives him comfort. My respect gives him
There you
comfort.
go.
My being together as a whole human being, having my shit together, gives my man comfort. My love gives him comfort. My intelligence gives my man comfort. Knowing that he can come home and I got certain shit taken care of or handled should give him comfort. Not just the fact that I'm following his lead.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I got, y'all.
And that was a good take on that because I
Hmm.
mean, to follow your man's lead is one thing, and that's cool and dandy, but that's not the sole purpose of comforting your man. You made some great
Mm,
points. You comfort your man by being there for him, giving him that support, loving on him when he needs it the most. You know, because we go through a lot of shit as men, and sometimes we want to be leaders, we just can't pull it out of us sometimes. So we need that support from our women to just back us up so we can become that leader sometimes. You know,
mm-hmm.
but just being the comfort and just follow his lead really doesn't make sense. That question was not worded sort of wrong in
Mm-hmm.
my eyes. You know,
Hmm.
because if you just want to follow his lead, I guess you can follow his lead. But what if he's not a good leader and he's tripping and stumbling along the way? Are you still gonna follow his lead? You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
So it takes some building skills, like you say. You got to build together, work together, and he may become that leader that you need. And then yes, go ahead and follow suit in that matter. So that's what I have to say about it.
Yeah.
And I think
And
oftentimes,
even if you follow a suit though, is that the only way to comfort your man? Like I feel like
no.
you limiting what your man's capabilities are. If that's the only way to comfort your man.
Yeah. My thing is this: before you even get into that type of relationship with a man, you should know what his leadership qualities are anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a leader is not a dictator. It's not me saying, "Hey, you do this, you do." A leader listens to his counsel. His woman is his right hand, right? And if I can't turn to you and say, hey, babe, what you think? And I get an intelligent answer or statement, reply, that's the wrong woman. I don't want any woman that's just makeup, hair, and smiling booty breasts. I need someone with a brain. I need somebody with a brain. You
You
know,
know, that makes me think of Coming to America
uh,
when Eddie
whatever you
Murphy was
like.
asking her questions, whatever you like. That's what this question makes me think of. Like, I'm no whatever you like woman, and what benefit to a man is a whatever you like woman. Like, for real, in the grand scheme of things, what benefit? Other than, like Shiraz said, you know, booty, breasts, all that shit. You know, when you take all that shit off, what you got? What remains?
Damn, if she take her booty off, that's bad.
There's some women out here that can take their booty off now.
For
I
sure.
know. Them booty pops.
The booty pops and the, you know, the padded bras. You know,
The
some of
I'm
that
gonna
shit
get
ain't
you sucker
permanent.
version. When
Right.
the old girl into the room and starts popping shit off.
Yes, yes,
But
y'all. I got a story. This is so off topic. So I had bought a padded booty, some padded
Okay.
panties, right, to wear
Mhm.
with this particular dress. To wear with this dress. I was going on a first date with this man, right?
oh
And
shit.
I
Mhm.
had bought this dress, and the dress looked good from the front, but I needed some help in the back because I ain't, you know, I ain't got no big ass. So I bought these booty pops and I put them on, and it looked good in the dress, right? So at the end of the night, and I vowed to never do this again because all night I was self conscious. I was like, damn, did the booty move? You know, is it still in place? And you know, you can't. I was so worried. I was so self conscious about the booty looking unnatural. So at the end of the night,
Oh
it was
shit.
time for us to kiss, right? You know how when y'all be kissing, y'all be
And he
moving y'all
grabbed the
hands all over the
ass.
shit.
You grab the ass.
His hands traveled down to that booty pop. Yo, I got up out of there so fast. Man, I know he was like, damn, bitch. I got up out of his
Oh
embrace so
shit.
quickly because I didn't want him to feel, and it was hard, y'all. It was a hard styrofoam booty pad. Oh, it was awful. And I vowed, and this was 10 years ago now, maybe a little longer than that. And
Oh
I
shit.
vowed to never do that again. First, because I was self conscious all night about it moving around. And then because, you know, I didn't want him to feel my hard ass styrofoam booty back there. So never do that, y'all. Don't get the removable asses and shit. Just wear your ass. Wear your regular ass.
You stupid.
It happened. So yes, there's removable asses out there. I had one myself, and I'll never do that shit again.
Mm.
So that was
Man.
my funny for the
Oh,
night.
Lord.
So, fellas, hey man, work on your leadership skills before you get into a
No doubt.
relationship. You know what I'm saying? Leadership does not mean that you're a dictator, authoritarian, somebody that just know everything, right? A great
Hmm.
leader knows, you know, just like what's his name, Henry Ford. He didn't know how to build cars. He just knew how to put the right people in the right place. And
Hmm.
that's what leaders do. They generally get people that are smarter than them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
If I can't
absolutely.
learn nothing from you, I can't kick it with you. You know, that's just
I
me. I like to
cannot.
learn.
Yes. Yeah, I used to date this guy, and he wanted to be so badly to be a leader. And you know, he had leadership qualities. He was just unintelligent. And it's the truth. And I just could not bring myself, like I would have had to dumb myself down in order to allow him to be in a position of leadership in our relationship, which is one of the reasons why our relationship didn't work. Why we didn't work as a couple is because I was, and I'm just being real, not no disrespect to him, but I was just more intelligent than him. And I think that he knew it. Um, but I never like called him a dumb nigga, threw it up in his face or anything like that. It was just that some of the decisions, matter of fact, the majority of the decisions that he made, I couldn't respect because they just didn't make any sense. It was not logical. And it put me in a constant position of of seeming like I was being defiant when really that's not what it was. It's like, why would we do this if we could do this? This would
Right.
be a better option. And I wasn't trying to step on his toes or anything like that, but it was just about being smart, being intelligent with what we were doing. And we always bumped heads when it came to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're with someone and they just don't have it, they just don't
Yeah.
have it.
They just
You
don't
know,
have it.
they just don't have it. And so don't just be out here just for the sake of keeping what you might consider peace. So you keeping peace in your relationship, but you got inner turmoil because you following with somebody and you shouldn't be. Don't just don't.
Yeah. And it's funny to see those guys that lack this, so they lead with this. It's like
Yeah,
it's this
brawn, all
over,
brawn.
yeah, this overly aggressive, like
Yes.
assertive
Hyper
dude.
masculinity. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's like
that's what the dude was. He was
it's
very hyper masculine. And so his idea of leadership was extreme aggression,
Mm.
which also made me uncomfortable. Like, nigga, calm down.
it
Jesus,
about
you
to
ain't gotta operate that way.
about to
Just
meet backhand
something as
Benny.
simple.
Backhand Minnie.
And people like that are dangerous,
They are.
like
They
they
are.
don't have anything else to offer but brawn.
Yeah.
So, that means that's what they're going to resort to when it comes down to it. When their back is up against the wall, they're going to resort to
Yeah.
aggression. And sometimes it can lead to physical aggression. And you might be the recipient of that shit. Nobody
Yeah.
wants that.
When somebody's
Nobody
mentally
wants.
insecure, oh my God.
Yes. Man, insecure people are a trip. Like, yeah, you need therapy for real.
I'm in
And
therapy. What you talking about? No.
I'm, but are you insecure to the point of where it's detrimental to the person that you with?
Nah, I'm not
No.
insecure.
Yeah, and yeah. But I'm saying, like, we all need therapy for something.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm in therapy. But because it ain't nothing wrong with therapy, y'all, for real.
Ain't nothing wrong with me
And
though. Fuck that. I'm straight. I'll be giving the therapist therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog,
There
you
you go.
switch
Pimping,
roles,
pimping
man.
again.
Switch roles,
look at my
cause
look at my face, y'all.
you know, I'm just
Look at
I'm
my
just trying to
face.
say, I'm just trying to say, you know,
I'm just trying
I,
to say too. Look at my
The
face.
verdict, y'all. The verdict.
Okay.
What's the verdict?
So the verdict is, don't be just out here arbitrarily following somebody lead if they not a fucking leader. And if that's the only thing that can comfort your man has a problem.
yeah,
Right.
So there, I
Good
said
talk.
it.
I agree
That's
with
the
you a
That's my
verdict.
thousand
verdict.
percent.
And I agree
Yes.
with her verdict.
Awesome. So, world, everybody in the socials and everybody in that's looking and watching, what y'all think? What's your verdict? Do you think following your man's lead is the only way to comfort him? And then I want you to tell me why. So you can put it in the comments. And if you want to get in depth, if you want to have a personal session, send it in an email to Virgo Verdict, to the Virgo Verdict at gmail.com. So we'll be back again with a great topic. So if you're interested in hearing us, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Deuces.
Peace.